Okay.
You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Red and Red Sports Show with the coach. Episode 399. Boy, we getting closer to that big number 400. What we talking about today? Man, of course, we're talking about NFL and college football. We got Virginia Tech found them a new leader. Your boy LBJ returns for his 23rd season, NBA record. We got news on Falcons quarterback. We got news on Cleveland quarterback. We got drama going on in Philly again. What's going on with the top teams in the AFC? We're gonna find out. And can anybody beat the two top teams in the NBA? We definitely gonna find that out. All right, Coach, ours, whoever gonna be with us today. Let's get it started, fellas. Episode 399.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Red and Real Sports Show featuring Coach. We are here, and we are both myself and Red are live from the ATL
Hell, dog.
Charlie. Give me real sports talk from real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, Red?
Real sports
Real
knowledge.
sports knowledge. And we got knowledge, and we're going to give it to you. We're going to let you give it to us, and we're going to have a good time today on this kind of dreary Saturday. Not don't see the big bright sunshine like we used to see, but it's all right. We here, we live. Red and Real Sports Show, and we're gonna keep the party going, which is our custom. And I'm gonna give my number 399, and number 399. You everybody knows we used to play football for the Miami Dolphins. He was a big time defensive player. He recently made the Hall of Fame, which, I mean, based on his play, everybody knew he would be there. It was just a matter of time, him getting there. And everybody, of course, y'all know his sister, Joy Taylor, who is infamous for, I should say, making her rounds. I use those words and keep it moving. Number 99, Hall of Famer for 3-time. He had 3 safeties, which is odd for a player to have. He had 3 safeties. Number 99, not number 69, number 99, Jason Taylor, Miami Dolphins. Like I said, you know his sibling, and we're going to leave it at that because she will not be on this show today. No Joy Taylor talk. Red, you know Joy?
Yeah, I know Joy. I ain't the only one that know.
Yeah, there's a lot of other people that know her, and I'll use
Yeah,
"know" in quotations. But once again, we keep it moving.
I
It's
know.
family show.
I know she don't want no kids. She keep crying about. I ain't trying to be no baby mama. Well, I don't think nobody wants you for their baby mama. Joy. Whoever
Yeah,
calling you up, trust me, they just lying to you. They just want to date you.
that's all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please, please, please like and share this broadcast. We want to get more people to watch the Red and Rev show. Come in, and I'm sure you'll be entertained. So like and share the broadcast, and make sure that we spread the word. We're trying to get as many people as possible to come on in and join us. I promise you, when you get in, you will be hooked. You'll be watching every weekend. Reverend Nation. Let's see who's in the nation this week, who's coming on with us early this morning. Uh, all right. Let's see. The VP is in the building. He's briefly in the building, ready to slam down the gavel to begin another fire episode of TRRSS, Rev Night Nation. You know what to do. You know what you're being tasked with. Bring it. The VP must be on your way to another big event, wherever you're going.
make sure you
Safe
cue.
travels.
Make sure you cue the Lunas before you leave.
That's right, Q the Lunas. Born Zhang, hello. I know. Forgive me if I mispronounced the last part. Joe Black, what's up, guys? What's up, Joe Black?
What up, Joe?
Do any of the kids have a football game today? I know you'll let us know and see what's going on with them. All right. Uh-oh. The VP says he's on his way to the 35th annual meeting of the 31st high school reunion attendee. Okay, all right, VP. All right, he said, peace, I'm out. Yeah, we'll have safe travel. And he also said, cue the Loonies, the order has been given. All right, we got the order, so we're going to cue them when it's time. Mr. President, good morning, gentlemen, from the Slough Auto Racing Symposium in Speed, North Carolina. It is a slow day. Yeah, it is an interesting day, but we got some stuff going on. We'll see. And Joe Black said football season is over, getting ready for basketball. Mr. President, I know you noticed that a certain friend of yours resigns in January. I'm sure you'll tell us who that is. If for the people that don't know, I'll let you do the honors. She's a special friend. about her retirement last night, or alleged retirement. We'll see how that works with her. So, Jerome Case, he said, "What's up, Team Shadur in the house?" Yes, we'll be talking about Mr. Shadur Sanders getting his first NFL start in against the Las Vegas Raiders, and we'll see what's really going on in his life, what's happening. All right, that's all. Now we're about to go into. We're moving out there. We're going into dope and open coat. What we like, what we didn't like, and what we're dealing with. Red, what did you like this week?
Okay. My dope moment goes to really we have too many good ones this week, but we'll try. My dope moment goes to DeAndre Ayton. Uh, if he caught an alley hoop from LeBron on LeBron's return this past Tuesday, he sitting there talking about how he remember LeBron gave him another alley hoop when he was in the 8th grade, and they showed a picture of DeAndre Ayton at LeBron's camp when he was in the 8th grade. Man, that dude still look older than LeBron, man. At 8th grade, he was taller than LeBron and still look older than LeBron. In 8th grade, I guess you what, 13, 14 years old? Oh, dude, you always been looking like a grown man. He look older than LeBron now, and he what 27. So, man, DeAndre, I guess you always had that Morgan Freeman look,
God, dog.
that Tommy Lee Jones look. Just don't never know how old y'all. But
Oh
anyway,
boy.
obviously he had a good game afterwards. So thanks for the 20 and 16 rebounds. But I was just that's the dope part because you still balling. Even when LeBron come back, you keep giving us, and you know my Lakers, we need it from our big man. So but that was a good remembering win too. So good dope, DeAndre Ayton. Never thought I'd be doping on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple of additions to add to the state. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, somebody just popped up out of nowhere. Who is this?
What's
It
going
is the
on,
rail.
gentlemen?
What's up,
What's going
Real?
on, man?
It is
I
the
had a
rail.
chance to, I had a
Go
chance to
ahead,
slip
rail.
away for a quick second, so I said, "Let me." What are y'all doing? Doping?
Rail is doing
Yeah,
illegal
dope and
activity,
open
slipping
coach.
away. Yep, and
Got anything?
let me add somebody.
Yeah. What's happening? Good morning. Good morning.
Hey
What's
Joe,
up,
good
man?
morning. What's going on? What's happening?
All is well. All is well. All is well. See, we
All
got the
right,
four. See, we got the four horsemen up.
all right, Rev. What you doping on, Rev? Real quick. We just started.
Um, I got a dope on LeBron James' performance, coming back from injury, showing his value to the team, showing that he doesn't have to hog the ball just to be impactful, and how he had over 10 assists, 11 points, 12 assists, something around that nature. And it just shows that no matter how old he is, he still can be a contributor to a winning team. So I'm a dope on LeBron.
All right, Lebanon James gets it real dope. Ho, who you got for your dope award?
Well, as you can see, the hat. I'm doping on John Shire.
Uh,
Uh, for growing in his coaching ability, not to blow the game in a close game against Kansas. So I'm doping on John Shire. Finally growing as a coach.
okay. My dope moment goes to the little lady, Miss Hannah Hidalgo for Notre Dame, who basically every day showing why she's all American. She ended up hitting the game winning shot last night against USC in a nice rank matchup. The game, Notre Dame was down almost 15 points, and she wheeled them back. And then she hit the game winning shot. So Hidalgo says, as the team go, I go, the team goes. She says she's gonna take over. So big ups to Hannah Hidalgo for the winning shot against USC in that classic game last night. That's a pretty good matchup all the way. So, and Juju Watkins, bless her heart, she looks like she rehabilitated. She's hopping around a little better, so but she can't help them this year. And USC got a lot of good players too. So they got the freshman Heisman recruit. So we'll see what happens. Rev, give me what you didn't like, and I know somebody gonna steal mine, but it's all right. Go ahead. I know what mine is.
I got a nope on those South Carolina Gamecocks. I mean, come on, man. What a major debacle that they performed on last Saturday. They go in Texas A&M with the 12-man beating the brakes. I mean, the brakes off of Texas A&M, and they let them come back from like a 30-3 score or something along that
Yes.
line.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they don't even score a point. And I knew everything was going downhill when after Texas A&M scored their first touchdown, it's 3rd and 2 on Texas A&M side of the ball, and they don't run the big quarterback Sellers twice on 3rd or 4th down. It was almost like somebody paid South Carolina at halftime to say, listen, we need y'all to throw this game. And they did everything that they could to throw the game. So I got a nope on a South Carolina Gamecocks, and I'm noping on Sellers. If I were an NFL team, I would stay away from him because he has what I call Matt Ryan syndrome. Can't get the job done. Stay away from him.
Not Matty Ice, the Seller Ice. he fading away. Ho, what you didn't like?
For the 5th straight week, do I have to say it?
Yeah,
But
you
for
gonna
the 5th
say it.
straight week, the Dirty Birds have failed the town and failed the city, and this time they done got our quarterback hurt and out for the season. This is absolutely a debacle at this particular point. Now you get our quarterback hurt because you call in plays that take so long to develop. And here comes the blitz. And there we go. And if maybe the second down, if he would have caught the pass, we wouldn't have been in 3rd and long. But it all works together. But at this particular point, I'm just noping on that.
All right, Red, what you noping on?
What am I noping on? Oh yeah, MPJ and his message to WNBA players. Look, Michael Porter Jr., I know you want to make silly comments and you all in your film since Denver dumped you to the Brooklyn Nets. But dude, you are the last guy, the absolute last guy that needs to be talking about WNBA players with your injury prone, sorry, non-clutch, but and you so sorry that Jokic probably had to threaten to ask for a trade request to get you up out of town. So please, out of all the NBA players that need to be talking about Angel McCarthy and some WNBA players, it's some soft bubblegum, injury prone little punk like you. Please, MPJ, let somebody else talk about WNBA players, but not you, okay? You are the last NBA player at all with your brittle little behind, okay? Angel McCarthy was right, dude. You load management off a doggone ingrown toenail, and you got the nerve to be talking about them. Get out of here. Sorry, self. Michael Porter Jr. sucks.
Oh no.
Trash.
Well, my note might be an interesting one. I just saw it, and I may have a few concerns. The Atlanta Braves just re-up Raul Iglesias for $16 million.
Oh no, that was real.
I know it's real, but why? $16 million. Like to make him $16 million. Why? I mean, I like Rasul. And I'm glad that right at this moment he's still able to pitch. And Ice hadn't come picked him up after some of them performances. But hey, he's still there. So Braves, Y'all pay already. That's $16 million already. They did go out and get another cat, but $16 million for one person in the form of a Glacier. We'll see. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, Red. Who are you coping with?
Who am I coping with? Well, not me, but Haley Stansfield is gonna have to cope with her husband for this season. I know, Haley. I know you wanted it. You had Taylor Swift dreams. You wanted to be the next big thing. But I'm sorry, your hubby Josh Allen just not helping you out. I mean, boy, you have one good game, then come back and have another trash game. And if you was hoping to have your Taylor Swift moment in the playoffs, I'm sorry, Haley. Josh just not cooperating, man. So, Josh, you gotta help a girl Haley out, man. She want her Taylor Swift moment too. That's why she married you last year. She thought she was gonna be the prom queen come playoff time. It was gonna be all about Haley Stanfield. She was gonna have her Oscar moment with Sinners, and come playoff time, she was gonna be all in the spotlight. See, you was gonna help her promote her award moment during the playoffs, Josh. But man, the way Bill's playing, Josh, it's like she gonna have to go out alone on her awards tour without you. So you stay away because you ain't helping. But anyway, I'm sorry, Haley Stanfield, that your hubby Josh Allen is playing like pure trash lately. And I know you was gonna have your Haley Stanfield, I mean your Taylor Swift moment. Probably have to wait the next year, Haley, because Josh is not cooperating this year. But hey, you still got Sinners.
Rev.
I'm coping with Atlanta Falcons fans who still die hard. I mean, I mean, how much more do you have to see? I mean, the organization is not serious about winning. Somebody posted just the other day, all the coaches that were interviewed the same time Raheem Morris was interviewed. You had Ben Johnson, Jim
Playoffs.
Harbaugh, all these
Playoffs.
proven coaches, and you say, "Oh, guess what? We want to go with Raheem Morris over Jim Harbaugh." Come on, man. Something is Mike. We want to go. We want to go with Raheem Morris, who's a defensive guy over a defensive guy who's already proven himself in the NFL, and Mike Vrabel. And you see what he's doing with the Patriots. I mean, really, Arthur Blank is what I want to say. Jerry Jones light. He just doesn't do it as overt as Jerry. But here's the reality. If you look at all the rest of the coaches, like since Dan Reeves, you had Smith, Quinn, Smith, Arthur Smith, and now Rob. He's getting all these coaches that are not big personalities so that they can still run the organization. And that's what Jerry Jones does. And Arthur Blank is taking a page out of Arthur Blank so Arthur Blank is taking a page out of Jerry Jones so that he won't lose control of the franchise by getting a coach who probably want to have more hands-on determination with the roster and being the GM. And we see the Falcons are following the same pattern of the Cowboys being Super Bowl-less, even though the Cowboys got the Super Bowls way back in the 90s. But Arthur Blank, man, is a clown. And Falcons fans, y'all keep putting y'all blood, sweat, and tears into this train wreck. At some point, you got to sing like the songwriter, "Love don't live here anymore." How many times they going to make a fool out of you? So I'm taking more applications for emotionless Falcons fans. I'm taking the applications.
And real, here's the stupid part. You still got dumb fans saying, "Ooh, we need to go out and get that guy. We need to go out and get it." Dude, you ain't even got a coach. How about this? How about you get a coach first? How about you get an offensive mind in here first before you start suggesting all these players we need to go get? Every time a player become available, you got these morons. Ooh, let's get that guy. Ooh, let's get this guy. You don't need to get nothing. until number one, you get Arthur Blank, senile old dumb butt out the way and back up into the press box. Like I told you, he should have stayed from the get go.
Yeah.
Even when he
That's
bought the
number one.
team. Yeah,
That's
we
number
bought
one.
the team. He was acting like a fan, running down to the field, telling Dan Reeves, ooh, we're in the playoffs, Dan. You don't have to worry about it. I don't care. Get back up to the press box, old man. You don't know football. And I'm sick of your opinions every time it's a football decision to be made. You don't know football. Hire a football guy and give the keys to the car to him. Let him drive, Mr. Blank. You sit your old butt in the back of the limo, sit quiet and shut up and just ride. How about that for once? Just ride.
And include getting rid of Rich McKay. That
Well,
he got to go too.
if he hired a football guy wouldn't allow Rich McKay to interfere in the way he just let Rich McKay stand it. I don't care if Rich McKay stand in the back and just to be a figurehead because that's really what he is. A football. This is Terry and Raheem's mess right here. I'm sorry. Rich McKay didn't tell Raheem to make all these dumb decisions when he got here. Rich McKay didn't tell Terry to trade a first round. Rich McKay never traded a first round draft pick. So I know he didn't advise Terry to trade one. So sorry. I know Rich McKay is still employed. He's still a figurehead. But this is Terry and Raheem's train right here. And they're going to get run over the track.
You,
All right,
you don't
y'all.
think
We're going to calm it
I'm sorry,
down.
Cole. Let me jump in. You don't think Rich McKay had anything to do with the Kirk Cousins signing?
No. I mean, and he would have to literally come. I mean, I think it was Terry panicking because he didn't feel like his quarterback was going to be. See, even though his quarterback is damaged good, Terry wasn't sure Penix was going to be there at number 8. So when he was there at number 8, well, that's your guy. So you couldn't pass on him, even though you panicked and went out and gave $100 million to another injury-prone fool before that. So now you give $100 million to an injury-prone fool, and then you draft an injury-prone fool at number 8, and now the franchise is looking dumb because we back in the dead zone because we don't have no quarterback and we don't have no first-round pick. Dead zone. Open your eyes, Falcon fans. You're in the dead zone. Stop talking. And then what are you so disappointed about? Did you honestly think the team was gonna win a Super Bowl? That's what I don't understand. What you so disappointed about? God, man, I swear. These morons we got as Falcon fans sometimes. More runs. And I got to sit back and talk to these idiots.
H.O., are you in the car?
Well, I'm gonna add to it. This simply just proves that we really know who was the big dog over at Home Depot, and it was Bernie Marcus. Maybe Bernie Marcus should have bought the team, and we wouldn't have this other Blake problem. But
you ain't lying, man. I thought Arthur Blank was a business, man. This dude is dumb as dirt.
I'm going more of now the national media is all on TV clowning our leadership situation, in which they should. But what I'm so disappointed about now is now the Atlanta disrespect gets larger and larger and larger because of the dysfunctionality of our leadership situation. So this train is going to just continue until there has to be some change in leadership. So I'm coping with the fact that the national media is on this train, just carrying on with the dysfunctionality of our leadership.
They dogging us out, man. They are. I mean, Rev, I've been listening to some podcasts this week. They are dogging us out. That's what I'm saying. All these Falcon fans talking about looking like the sunshine is the grass is green on the side. Are you paying attention? We are, like I say, dead zone. Ain't no grass on the side. The next season is probably ruined already. So, like, fans, we probably 2 or 3 years away from doing anything, thanks to these morons and these decisions that's been made. And I feel sorry for Arthur Blank if he fixes his mouth to come back, to come on the radio station and say he bringing that food back for one more season. I mean, he might want to do it, but I'm telling you, man, I would love to see the reactions of the fans.
let me say one thing, and this kudos to coaches organization. Everyone coming in thought the Falcons would probably have a much better season than the Steelers, even though they're in two different divisions. But you see what solid leadership looks like. Even in a down year, they still make sound decisions. Even when folk discredited them, they still wound up with a better quarterback situation than the doggone Atlanta Falcons, even though Aaron Rodgers got hurt. I mean, it just shows you what stability looks like. And this is why a Steelers organization's had 3 coaches in like 4 decades. Meanwhile, we've been the Falcons been about 10, 12 years and got 4 coaches. 15 years got 4 coaches. So it just shows you that the leadership got to change before any real change happens with the Falcons. And the change got to be, if Arthur Blank ain't going to give up the franchise, then you got to hire a coach that knows what they're doing, and you're going to give them the latitude to do what they need to do. I throw that in there, Coach. Give your boys some kudos.
Well, yeah, we're gonna park that car right now because I got a feeling this could go on for another rest of the show, and it'll probably be 3 o'clock when we finish. It'll probably be about 3 o'clock. So we're gonna come back to it, of course. And I know how y'all are. I know how it feels. You know, you gotta look at a franchise that was expected without a doubt to be playoff contenders, and now there's just you see tumbleweeds down there.
You can say pure trash, Coach. You say pure trash.
Coach, you don't know how we feel, dog, and you never will. You will never understand how a Falcon fan feel come football season. I promise you, you'll never understand. You're a USC fan and you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Rings all around. Falcon fans have 0 rings, Coach. You won't understand how we feel.
Well,
no. You got rings in the toilet seat because that's all we've been doing.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of USC, my coat moment goes to, on another note, to the Oregon Ducks. Oregon today in this big matchup is going to be without their top 2 wide receivers for the game. And I know they're at home, but let me tell you something, Oregon. You don't want to be missing any parts of this game because we are coming into Eugene, Oregon. We right on the precipice of a playoff berth and whenever, and we're gonna try to make some noise and gonna take you out. Now they still got the big tight end, I think his name's Sand, who built like a brick house, who hadn't been stopped yet, and they still got Dante Moore, but we're gonna try to exploit the fact that you don't have your tight end because we got L and L as our tight ends in the tradition of the L's for USC for London and Lee. Now we got Lemon. We got coming in. We got some wideouts coming in still in there. So Oregon, I don't feel sorry for you. Man up, get another man in there and play. But we're gonna move on. All right. As far as the Rev 9 Nation dope and open coach, Lord have mercy. There's a bunch of people lined up today that have been listening to us, and now
it wasn't nobody a minute ago.
No, it wasn't, but they are loaded for bear.
Oh, they must have heard
today.
it.
I gotta scroll way.
Rev, you got to pumped up with Falcon talk. I know Winston probably. Winston heard that Oregon.
All right, let's see. I go back to the president who talked about his favorite political moonbat, Marjorie Taylor Brown, not Green, is resigning in January from Congress, which is a shock to everybody because her and Trump been having back and forth on a side sports note. So she just said, forget it, I'll quit and shut it down. And y'all don't have to see her no more. I smell a setup, but because she crazy as like the old folks say, as a shot rabbit. So I don't trust her anyway. All right. Joe Black said his dope moment is Kirby and his coaching staff owning Texas again. I love that onside kick call. Yeah, that was what we like to call in the boxing industry as a sucker punch. And you wasn't ready for it. And they got the sucker punch from Kirby and the boys at Georgia. Jerome K said his dope moment is James Franklin getting the head coaching position at Virginia Tech and coaching today. Checks on checks. I ain't mad at James. Hey, do what you got to do. Dope moment Armstrong, 1990. Good morning. Dope Bryce Young. A much-needed bounce-back game after that awful performance against the Saints. But now he has to be consistent. Yeah. Wait a minute. The president said, dope moment. Rev looked like he about to collect some funds off the block. New York under.
That's funny.
You got a coffee cup in your hand out there.
That's funny.
He must have forgot it's cold. Joe Black
I'm
said,
in PA now. I'm in PA, not Georgia, so it's a little cold here.
A little nippy. Joe Black said, nope. Texas State Patrol officer bumping into SC players. Yeah, that was kind of a originally jacked up move.
Hey, I forgot all about that.
He is not no longer working the games anymore, which is good for him. Let him go be racist somewhere else and bumping some of the white boy. I hate to be on. I tell you what though, I hate to see him coming if he about to give you a ticket and you black. You better be there. Better drive careful around them streets.
Yeah, he definitely gonna take it out on somebody.
Yep. The president said, "Dope." I will give LeBron James his props. 23 NBA seasons of balling. If I can open eyes in the morning without breaking something, that's a win for me. Yeah, LeBron, like the Energizer Bunny, keeps going and going and going. So, big time. He also said, everybody, dope moment, everybody that rode that Oklahoma train. Yeah, I think
there were quite a few on Reverend Night Nation rant who wrote it. Big ups to Reverend Night Nation. Big up.
Yeah, they were all over that one.
They called
big upset. They got it. It might happen to them today against Missouri, but we'll get into that in a few minutes. So we'll see. Joe Black said, "Coach, injuries may save a coach that don't deserve saving. I really believe Raheem will get one more year because of the amount of injuries."
Now the damage has been done before the injuries. The damage was done before the injuries.
That'll prove what he don't need to be making football decisions if that happens.
The president said, "Nope." Moment the South Carolina Game Falcons.
Yep.
Not the Gamecocks, the Game Falcons. Jerome K said, "Nope." Florida State University and the Falcons refusing to fire their head coaches. Mike Norvell and Raheem Morris are the same person. Oh Lord, yeah, he lost last night too. I feel him like Shaka Khan.
In Norvell's defense, he did have a good season until his quarterback got hurt that year.
Yeah,
so he has experience winning something. Raheem ain't won nothing.
Right.
Joe Black said, "Either Red, why you got Matt catching strays?" young Matthew Ice.
Oh man, I'm starting the Matt Ryan defense now. Lord have mercy. That's the last thing we need. Next thing you know, we're gonna have Trey Young fans come on here.
The president said, "Nope." George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb apparently was auditioning for a crisscross video in Las Vegas. They missed the Team Buster Monday's game and were benched for the first series. Warming up, Chris. But hey, they balled out. I can't talk about them too bad because they went berserk after they got in the game. So, even though it was the Raiders.
But that's stupid. Coach, that's a dumb punishment.
It is.
Because you're better off just finding them if you're not going to bench them.
That little benching for a first series, oh my gosh, that's That's like hitting you on the wrist back in kindergarten when you messed up and did something. Stop that. That's all that was. And they said, "Wham, okay." In the store. It was
Yeah, that
kind of
wasn't a serious
pathetic.
punishment.
Thomas, the president said no. Jamar Chase was talking spit on the field. Anything goes in the NFL field, but for that, he lucky his head wasn't rolling to the end zone. Yeah, they had a comment from the man who I know he wouldn't spit on, James Harrison, Big Debo. He said if that had happened to him, the offseason would have been very bad for Jamar Chase. That's all he had to say. He said his offseason would have been very painful.
Real talk, the NFL is going to have to do something quickly because that's 2 spitting incidents in one season. And it's not going to end nicely for somebody if this keeps on. Because that's the ultimate sign of disrespect is when somebody says, I don't respect you so much, I'll spit on you. Mm-hmm. That they're gonna, like, you might have to give suspended like 5-6 games for them to really get the message. But that 1 game stuff ain't enough.
And I was disappointed. I was disappointed with some of my Steeler fans while y'all talking about fans who went off on Jalen Ramsey, talking about, see, what he doing in a game like this getting kicked out? I said, first of all, know both sides before y'all start running y'all mouth. He had a reason for doing that. He wasn't going to punch anybody just for no reason. The thing at de-escalating his fault, but then wasn't they spit on him. And then that's why he got mad. I said, know what's going on first.
But that's where the NFL should borrow a page out of the NBA. Where when altercations happen, the NBA goes to the replay to look at what happened. Yeah. And if you look at the replay, then you got to let Jalen Ramsey stay in the game because you got to allow the man to react after being spat on. Come on now. Stop the foolishness.
Simple as that.
I agree.
Winston Thornton said, what's going on in fellas chat? Smash that like button. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And Winston also said, Blank won't allow someone to get a chance of being bigger than him. And Blank has said publicly, Jerry Jones is his best friend among the owners, and he's learned a lot from him. Yeah, you learn a lot, all right.
Learn how to lose.
Yeah, and try to make yourself bigger than the team.
The author, you got to remember, Jerry has his 3 rings. You have 0. So no matter how much he messing up now, dude, when he's done, he can look back at those 3 rings. How many trophies you gonna look back on? Moron, your old butt upstairs and shut up.
Rev, Joe Black said, "Can we have an emotionless Falcons fan support group?"
We do.
I might start a Facebook page, Emotionless Falcons fans.
It might work too.
Then the other ones will come on and start talking trash.
Jerome is coping with the Falcons quarterback situation, and Red got a message for you. Jerome said, "Red, you were the biggest Raheem Morris fan. Stand by your guy. Stand."
No, that was a while ago. Remember, I was the biggest Raheem Morris hater after that Washington game last year. So keep up with the show, Jerome. I know we don't banned you a few times, but try to keep up with the show.
Not banned. Oh, Lord. Armstrong 1990 said, Red, I'm going to be honest. I don't think the Falcons not having a first-round pick is a big deal simply because of James Pierce. Pierce is playing like a top 10 pick.
Not against the run, yeah.
Well, I would agree with that, and we have to remember that the Falcons traded that pick based on the belief that they were going to be good this year. So they were anticipating that pick to be in the late 20s, not in the top 10. So, so I would have to say, to Dante's point, overall, Pierce has been solid, from where he's been picked. And again, the Falcons were under belief that pick was going to be in the 20s next year. It's just that they dropped the ball.
He also said, and keep in mind, Xavier Watts was included in that same package, and he too is playing like a first-round pick. Falcons' issue is their coaching, not talent. That first-round pick isn't a deal breaker.
I agree.
All right.
It becomes a deal breaker now because the Falcons need a quarterback. that's where it gets messy.
Exactly. That's why I've become a deal breaker.
Winston Thornton said, when someone shows you who they are, believe in the first time they do. Put perfume on poop, and it just becomes sweetest smelling poop. Still stink. I don't know why people put perfume on poop, but
like putting lipstick on the pig.
Yeah. Joe Black said the Falcons ain't won since they tore down Mount Vernon Baptist Church.
That's true. And include friendship in that too.
Yeah. It was
friendship, yeah. Winston said, that's cool. Those Oregon wide receivers ain't been here for the past 6 weeks. We about to beat the leather chaps off them Trojans today.
Coach, it's been about 3 years since we heard you talk big and bad about USC, so you're smelling yourself a little bit, Coach.
Well, it's just like playing the old adage, playing a game of horseshoes. You get close, you start talking, you get that ringer, and then you get right up on the stick, and hey, you feel pretty good. You throwing pretty good. So right now we throwing pretty good. Giving it props while I can. Because if Lincoln Riley lose, next week you're gonna hear a whole nother story. So stay tuned.
I got you.
The president said, Coach, the Atlanta Falcons have become the Temu version of Magic City. No young ho and they're stuck with a broken penis. I see myself right now.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious.
Moving on, family show. Moving on, family show. That is
hilarious. Lord have mercy. Wow.
Winston Thornton said, dope. Braun coming back and showing why he the GOAT. Doesn't matter what the system is, he can excel in it. Yeah, like I said, we can talk about LeBron all we want, but he is that dude.
He's the only player besides maybe KD you can put in any system.
Yeah. Winston Thornton said, nope, Jamar Chase spitting in line like they in a million cameras recording every angle of every game. Yeah, Jamar. I noticed something, though. Jamar used to be on this little cereal commercial or something. I ain't seen him since that happened. I saw Ron St. Brown and Justin Jefferson. I haven't seen Jamar, so I don't know if this may have cost him. But
you can't market that kind of foolishness.
All right.
That's bad business.
Yeah, he also said the Falcon leadership is more focused on making money than making winners. Jerry Jones.
A lot more money they're gonna be making.
Jerome said you can't call Arthur Blank a moron and be taken serious. You don't accomplish what he's achieved in life or do what he's done in the community and be a moron. He also owns the championship Major League Soccer team and other ventures. Dude just need to hire a search committee who hires people who look good beyond paper.
Let me, and Jerome should understand this since he's a minister. Comments are contextual. If anybody says that Arthur Blank is a moron when it comes to business, obviously they're out to lunch. But when we talk about football, the reality is somebody can make a case that he's acted very moronic. Continuing to keep Rich McKay around when he's a cancer to the organization, that's moronic. Allowing whoever hired Raheem Morris to get chosen over Mike Vrabel, Jim Harbaugh, Ben Johnson, and you keep on going on, that's moronic. So from a football context, it's moronic. At this juncture, can somebody say his whole tenure as the owner been moronic? I don't think we can make that argument. But recently, with him getting old and somebody can say old, senile, and moronic, that's fair.
All right. Let's see. Ho, this question is for you. Jerome said, "Hey Ho, do you think the Vegas spreads are influencing the play or calls on the field?"
Oh, there we go. Isn't it obvious? Yeah, isn't it obvious? Of course, super obvious. I mean, they gonna make their money somehow, some way, in any way that they can. So, yeah, the influence on the field is gonna be. Yeah, so we can't say the word red. We got to say influence. So yeah, that is the correct verbiage. Influence.
Okay, influence. That's our new catchword for the day. Jerome says, "If you spit, you will get hit." And I don't know if he talking to you, Red. He saying, "Come on, Trump or Rev. I've never been banned. Trump just makes stuff up." I don't know who he calling Trump.
I think he's talking about Red because Red said we banned him.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, the nation is wide open today. Joe Black said, "Well, Rev, in my opinion, there aren't any first-round quarterbacks."
That's a good argument. That's a good point because nobody you're trying to move heaven and earth to get. So if the Falcons are going to be without a first-round pick, this is the year for it because you're stretching this draft class. When you got your boy out of Alabama, what's his name, the quarterback?
Todd Simpson.
When people all of a sudden throwing him as a first-round draft pick, possibly the first pick, that lets you know that there's some real head scratches at the top of this draft when it comes to the quarterback position. So that's a good point.
Well, let me add to that, Del Real. It don't matter who the quarterback is. It's the play. If the play caller don't get any better, I don't care if Terry Bradshaw or Troy Aikman can be the quarterback. The play caller is atrocious, and if they don't get out of that dang on pistol, I mean, it's just sad. So a quarterback without a play caller is nothing.
Yeah, and you're seeing it live and in living color with the resurrection of Caleb in Chicago.
Right.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding that the play caller matters. We saw it in Atlanta. You go get a great play call. Matt Ryan's an MVP candidate. MVP rather. He's an MVP. You take a great play caller away from him, he's an above average quarterback in the NFL. So play callers, to your point, they matter, man. And that's why I say you got to get an offensive coach for Penix. You can't afford to get a defensive mind because you already saw if you get a good offensive mind, they have a great season like Kyle Shanahan did when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl. They're going to take him away. Caleb Williams is in great shape in Chicago because his head coach is the offensive mind. And the Falcons got to do something along that line if Penix is somebody they desire to be the quarterback in the years to come.
I've been praying that the Falcons go outside of the box and get a John and Jay Gruden, two offensive minded guys, if the NFL can forgive John for whatever they got going on. But the two offensive mind, John and Jay Gruden, with the Michael Penix, if he comes back healthy, I think will be outside of the box, something that they can lean on. But maybe we need to put pass the plate around and get some prayers in for that one.
Well, I don't know if that's going to work, Ho, because I think John Gruden got fired because of racial remarks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about the fan base in Atlanta. Atlanta has one of the biggest black fan bases. So even if the NFL was forgiving, I don't think the Atlanta fan base that has a lot of African Americans within it would be too pleased about that hire.
All right, well, take his brother then, Jay.
Well, we might as well keep Raheem.
Right.
Because
Well, you doing
Jay ain't
hard.
proven, man.
Man, you going with these
We
crazy
need a proven
suggestions, man.
coach. We need a
Right.
proven coach.
All right, stop, man. I don't want you to be another Falcon fan. Crazy suggestions, man. And just be patient. Let's be patient before we start making suggestions. It's really, I think we just need to wait till the
I got a
offseason.
name. I got a name
Who?
of a proven coach. Mike
Don't say Mike
McCarthy.
McCarthy. See, I
Mike
do,
McCarthy.
real. That's where you gonna go. I will hurt that name too.
He proved himself in Green Bay. He proved himself in Dallas. If he had better ownership, he could have done even better.
Does he
So,
have?
like
You want to have better
for right
ownership
now,
down here?
for right now, I'm not looking for the splash name. I'm looking for the proven name. You got 4 coaches that you're betting on to try to see if they're gonna be a good coach. You did that with Quinn. You did that with Mike Smith. You did that with Arthur Smith. You're doing that with Raheem. None of them were proven. Now it's time to get somebody who could bring some stability. And Mike McCarthy is the only offensive coach I know that's available that will give the Falcons some level of stability. That's what the Falcons need more than anything. I'm not even excited about trying to get this splash offensive coordinator. I'm not excited about getting Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel's not more accomplished than Mike McCarthy, and he's not a leader of men. I would go after Mike McCarthy. That would be my selection.
But yeah, if you want a quick fix, that's the name to look at. But I don't think McCarthy will be a long term fix. It might maybe 2-3 years, and then you have to go get somebody else. But we'll see. But I think personally, I think they need to hire the GM first. Hire the GM. Hire a good GM. Hire somebody like I don't know if you saw my post, but like the guy out of Philly, Alec Hallaby. I feel like if you put him in charge, let him take over the football operations.
Well,
and see
first
what type of coach.
You need to let other blank let his son take over and get some new eyes on and have that.
Well, I just want the ownership to stay out of it, man. Hire the GM, and that is the football guy. We don't need to hear no more from the owner or Rich McKay. Hire a GM and let the GM be the voice of the team going forward until you fire him. I'm saying, but as long as he's hired, let him be the voice of the team. We got that. I don't want to hear all these different voices with all these decisions. One guy, one decision maker. That's like you did when you had.
They're not gonna hire a voice that's bigger than theirs, so we can forget.
They don't know what they're doing.
If that's the case, Red, where we got all these voices, then has Terry Fontenot been given a true chance to be the voice?
Well, hey, Terry Fontenot, you a moron for taking the job. You should have resigned. If I don't have full control, Rev, I'm resigning. If I ain't got full control.
But that's not what the Falcons are offering right now. So even if you get a new GM, they're getting into the same situation. So the thing about it, you got to change your philosophy. There's no need to hire a new GM. This is my point. There's no need to hire a new GM if the Falcons aren't going to change their philosophy. The philosophy change in ownership got to take place before you hire a new GM, and for that matter, even possibly a new coach.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want the same thing going. I want the GM to come in, Blank and McKay butt out, but the GM don't take the job if you ain't got full. You should no GM should be taking any job if you ain't got full control anyway. And then let the GM hire the coach. Arthur and Rich need to stay out the next coaching hire. Seriously, I don't need to hear their voice on any more coaching hires. Hire a GM and let the GM do his freaking job. That's what you have GMs for. You hire the GM and president of football operations first. They go out and examine, evaluate the team, and see who is the best possible coach I can bring in here to fit my team. You don't hire a head coach, hire an offensive coordinator, and then come back around and hire a GM after the head coach and all the assistant coaches have been hired, then what power does the GM have? You already done pulled my balls off from the doggone nerve, you moron. That's the type of moronic stuff we talking about, man. Hire a football guy and let the football guy do his freaking job. Stop making comments. I don't need to hear statements from you, Arthur Blank. Just back up, back out the way, and let the football guy run this show.
Well, they could bring me in for the offensive coordinator. I got the Tampa 12 offense, baby. 12 men on the field. We got you. You can't stop our talent. No running backs, baby. No running backs. We throwing every down. Stop us if you can.
Oh,
we
man,
throwing every
Coach.
down.
You know,
Five
Coach,
wide
right
outs.
now,
You know,
you more of a proven coach than Raheem right now.
I don't believe in running. Running back just back there to block. If he back there, all right, we throwing every down. He just if he can. God dog it. All right,
Coach,
back to the comments because there's a bunch of them. But Rev from Armstrong 99, this draft isn't quarterback friendly anyway. Falcons' best hope is to go sign a vet for a season and draft a quarterback 2027. Two names for quarterbacks for the Falcons. And I know y'all might not like either one of them. And HO, you had mentioned one. Jamal Murray, mobile quarterback. Kyler Murray, midget, but he did mobile and got an arm.
I didn't mention that. Smitty did.
Smitty said that, yeah. And the crazy one. Why not bring the crazy one in? Jameis Winston. What can you hurt? He ain't gonna disappoint you.
With Jameis, you're basically saying you're not trying to compete. That's what you're saying. With Kyler, you're saying you don't want a leader. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I got to agree with Rev on them, both of them.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Okay, let's get back to the comments because the nation, like I said, the nation fired up today. Joe Black said the only reason we consider Arthur Blank a decent owner is because he's better than Rankin Smith. But Atlanta deserves a better owner. Whoa.
They do.
That's a fair point.
All right, Jerome said the reason I asked HO the question about Vegas is because the NFL is becoming more of a worldwide fan experience and entertainment entity. And now that betting is a part of the new experience, these games look scripted like the WWE.
All right, let me answer that for him. Let me answer that for him.
Okay. All right.
Take the comment down, Coach, so we can see host face.
Okay.
The reason why the NFL allows betting and not with the players, now that the sports world is starting to get into this betting, is the distraction that they use to get you not to watch the game as closely as you need to watch it so you can see the script. So the betting is a distraction for the script to be ran.
So you saying this stuff is fixed?
No, I said it's influence. Remember, keyword influence.
Okay. So how are you defining influence?
Influence means that we're gonna make sure that certain things happen to influence the game in a certain way.
So you do know that's just a nuanced way of saying fixed.
Well, but you can't use the word fix.
I get what you can't use, but your definition of influence to make certain things happen, that's a nuanced way of saying it's fixed.
Really?
Because whenever you dictate for certain things to happen before they happen, that's on the line of being fixed.
Well, if it's gonna be like that.
Let's get Arian Foster on the line then. Let's see what he had to say.
If you're gonna do that, you might well get Paul Crew out of lockup for the longest yard who fixed games. And hey, we'll see what happens.
But you do know all the NBA, NFL, and the Major League Baseball is considered sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
So, however they need to entertain you, they gonna entertain you.
Well,
Football is a little easier. I'm gonna go ahead and use your term, influence,
There you go.
than than basketball and baseball.
Well, let me tell you why I say this. I am friends with a referee, and I asked her one time, "What in the world is a zero dribble? Why are we just not hearing about this in the last 3 to 4 years?" And she said, "You have to remember, the NBA is in the business of entertaining. So whatever they need to do to entertain you, then they're gonna let people get away with it and bring the entertainment in. So that's what I mean by when I say influence."
I hear you.
All right. Okay. Winston Thornton said Gruden got clipped because of the racial emails he sent to his brother Jay, which spurred the investigation and got Dan Snyder up out of there. The crazy one, Dan Snyder. We won't talk about him. Winston Thornton said, go get Steve Spagnuolo for HC. Bring in Mike McDaniel. Not Mike McDaniel. Bring in Josh McDaniels or either Mike. I don't know which one. For OC, keep Ulbrich at defensive coordinator.
No, man, you need an offensive head coach. You got to pay attention to patterns. Every Falcons fan should understand if you want Penix to develop, he needs an offensive head coach. You saw what happened to Matt Ryan once Kyle Shanahan left. You can't afford to have Penix have a stellar season and then all of a sudden the offensive coordinator who made him big time becomes attractive to the other teams, and then Penix's development is shot. You can't keep rewriting that story. It's simple. Unless you got Peyton Manning, unless you got, we can't even say Patrick Mahomes in that vein because we don't know what Patrick Mahomes is without Andy Reid. Right? He's an offensive guy. But, like Peyton Manning is like one of the few. Tom Brady is one of the few that could excel with the defensive-minded coach. We don't know that about most players. And most players, if you're a top-notch quarterback, you need an offensive mind. Bottom line,
right.
As your head coach.
And like I say, real, they keep trying to put these band-aids on these arteries. They just keep bleeding them and throwing out blood and stuff. Like, dude, and then like I say, the offensive guy, you got to get an offensive guy regardless of who the quarterback is, whether it's Penix or whatnot. You have to have an offensive lead because this is a quarterback league. Yeah.
Red, will you stop calling that man Penix?
Well, hopefully, I won't have to call him anything because we'll get a new quarterback. But yeah. No matter who's it, MPJ or any quarterback, like I say, you got to have Rivers, right? You got to have an offensive mind. To me, I'd rather have an offensive mind at the head coach position because this is a quarterback's league. Anything happen to one quarterback, I want the next quarterback knowing that he has a competent mind, doing everything he can to help him win football games. And we don't have that right now.
This is my last comment. I got to go cover this game. This is where educated fan bases are necessary, right? And I think that's one of the biggest issues with Atlanta Falcons, that fan base is not collectively educated. Do you have some people who know the game, know business, know what needs to be done? Yes. But since I've been living here in Eagle territory, I'm 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. These fools are 8-2. And they still are talking about how this offense is not prolific enough to bring back another Super Bowl. Falcons fans will be like, we're 8-2. We don't care what's going on.
Right.
At least we got a W, yada, yada, yada. The Eagles fans are looking at the details and saying, we are winning now, but this will not continue the way this offense is running. Mm-hmm. And this is why the Falcons won't change until they have more people like the drum line. One band one sound. You need Falcons fan to have the same band mindset. What is the philosophy? What does it take to win so that they can produce a different of the same sound? You got 1,000, 10,000 different sounds with the Atlanta Falcons base. And that's part of it is because there's no championship culture. And this is why part of the reason why the Falcons are struggling as an organization is because it doesn't have informed fans. Period.
Rev, you have a message. Jerome said, can you call Jamal Bryant and organize a Falcons boycott?
That was hilarious.
Not Jamal.
That was hilarious. Y'all have a good show, man. I'm sorry for taking so much of y'all time. I got to get out of here.
No, you good, Rev. All right, appreciate it. We need, hey, Falcon fan need to hear that, man.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right. Joe Black said, so this is an honest question. With our structure, the Falcon job, is the Falcon job the best that's going to be available?
Joe,
yes or no?
did you not just hear Rev? Why would you think the Falcon job is the best available? Do you not see the two morons that we got? Arthur Blank, long as Arthur Blank and Rich McKay around, is nothing that's going to be best about the Falcon job. We still don't even know who the GM is yet. So, no, ain't nothing best about the Falcons right now. Nothing. Is that you can add, instead of best, put worst on it. We the worst of everything right now.
All right. Jerome said 1-800-FALCANT. Yeah, that's the new thing.
Okay, enough of these jokes, man. Real comments, please.
Winston said, you tell me any business that's going to introduce $1 billion entity and they're not going to skew it so that they're getting a sizable chunk of the pie fixed. Okay.
Influence.
Influence.
Jerome said, let me see if I can pull it up. It's not fixed. It's NFL predestination. Okay, that's a new word. Predestination.
Influence.
Right. I'm surprised you know how to use that word.
All right. Can't say that Rev look at Vrabel and May right now. It's a Rev man. May had back-to-back defensive-minded coaches, and right now he's the front runner for MVP in his second season.
Because he got a guy that's not going nowhere, Josh McDaniels. Yeah, Josh McDaniels ain't going nowhere. That's why May is balling. Vrabel was smart enough to bring an offensive coordinator that he knows can get the job done and not going nowhere. So yeah, Vrabel is responsible for May's succeed.
All right. And Joe Black said, Red, that's my point. Are we gonna be left with the leftovers again?
We will, as long as Arthur Blank and Rich McKay keep voicing opinions about the situation. If you hire a GM like they did with Dimitroff and get the you-know-what out the way, hire the football guy and get out the way. If Arthur Blank can get out the way, maybe this will become a good spot again. But like I say, as long as Arthur Blank is involved in decision-making for this team, no, we are not a great place to come work unless you get that GM full control. You got that full control. I don't need input from Blank. Rich McKay ain't gonna give me input anyway because I ain't listening. I want full control, or I'm not taking the job, and this ain't a job nobody would want. You want it if you get full control.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know this has to be a record for the longest Rev Night Nation dope, nope, and cope in sport in our illustrious history. And of course, a lot of it was dominated with Falcons talk and what the Falcons are not doing and what will not be happening. So we will see. We will see. So, all right, let's move on to college football. college football, you got a lot of. I think this is a semi off week for everybody since it's the what's the name? Since it's the week before the big games, all the rivalry games. So yeah, you got suckers playing getting sucker games like Georgia and Charlotte, Texas A&M and Samford, uh, Alabama against Little Sisters of the Poor, and all those games. You know, you play those teams. So hey, that's what we got. We only have 2 games to pick from this week, and we're gonna roll right through them so we can keep it moving. Cause we uh gotta go. All right, number 22 Missouri against number 8 Oklahoma. I'm smelling a trap game for Oklahoma, but we will see. Ho, who you got between Missouri and Oklahoma?
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma. I just don't see them being upset at home. I see them taking advantage of the momentum ride that they had over Alabama, and they're going to continue on and try to stay within striking distance of the playoffs. So I'm taking Oklahoma.
All right, Red, who you got? Oklahoma or Missouri?
Ain't no way Missouri going into Oklahoma and doing anything. Like I say, couldn't even handle somebody in their own house. They couldn't even handle Vanderbilt in their own house a few weeks ago. Now you're gonna go into Oklahoma and beat the team that just beat Alabama at their house? Yeah, right. Keep dreaming, Missouri. Oklahoma wins convincingly.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go to Oklahoma too. I think Oklahoma hit their stride. They like, here we go. Red, I see the Falcons' favorite quarterback is on TV right now.
Oh Lord, who? Oh, Mariota.
Looking
I
a
don't
little
know what he.
slimmer.
Oh, we out there pumping up Oregon.
Yeah, he doing the picks this week, so looking a little slimmer. They done beat the weight off of him. All right, and let's see. USC against Oregon. That's the big matchup of the day. Got a lot of teams that playing tough games, but this seemed to be the big matchup of the day. So Red win between USC and Oregon. I just found out that USC had lost the defensive back. So hey, I ain't talking about their wideouts anymore.
I'm gonna follow with my co-host, and I am gonna ride with his boys. And even though they used to be my hometown team, I used to stay in LA too. And boy, coach, I was out there doing the Reggie Bush, Pete Carroll, Matt Leinart days. So you can imagine how Saturdays were in LA. I mean, traffic going down Figueroa during them days. Whew, glad I ain't have to work on Saturday because boy, it took me about an hour to get to work. But I'm gonna take coaches, USC boys, to keep trying to let the world know that they are back. They are back in the championship playoff contending role, and they're gonna prove it if they upset Oregon in Eugene today. Like Coach said, Oregon was out 2 top receivers, and I know USC, they offense, man. I mean, they ain't never been a question. It's the defense that's the question. So if USC can just give me a little defense up in Eugene. I know Coach just said they lose. They lost. You lost your number 1 cornerback.
No, we lost defensive back.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm hoping that one injury or game miss ain't gonna keep USC. It ain't gonna stop USC from scoring though. So Oregon, you still gonna have to stop them from scoring. And if you missing your 2 wide receivers, shouldn't be that hard. But for their defense, I'm gonna take USC in the upset because they trying to prove to the country that they back. So beating Oregon, that'll go a long way in doing that. And you know me, I tell you, I enjoy any moment I can get on Winston's ducktail. So all right, Winston, you lost. I will let you off the hook a few weeks ago. Let's see if USC do the same. I don't think so. Go Trojans.
All right, Ho, who you got?
Yeah, I think USC might sneak this one out. I think USC will sneak this one out because what better to have two West Coast teams fighting for a chance to be into the playoffs, and I think
Right.
they need USC to win this game so they can get back in the forefront because they have the name. Oregon have the skills, but USC has the name, and if they have the name, the West Coast, they trying to get as many viewers. Remember, influence. They trying to get as many viewers from the West Coast to watch the playoffs as possible. So right, this is the biggest. This is the biggest game other than Notre Dame. But to be the Oregon team that's ranked right now would say a lot about USC. So I think USC sneaks this one out.
All
Influence.
right. Let's
And
see
right.
here.
They need it. They need LA up in the playoff. West Coast.
Jerome said Missouri for the trap game upset.
Well, where you not an upset specialist?
uh, he said USC sneaks past Oregon. Joe Black says Oklahoma. And of course, uh, Winston, not Winston, Winston said Oregon gonna run the rock all over USC. Yeah, Winston, y'all got Whittington and that other guy running, but yeah, it's gonna be hard to stop. We gotta lock down the pressure. So we will see. We'll see how that goes because USC is number 1 in total offense, and Oregon is number 3. So it's gonna be a shootout, that's for sure. The president said, let's see, the president said he's gonna take Oregon. And here come the smell. Push pick. Missouri will shock the world, beating Oklahoma. So the president, there you go. He called it out. He smelled it. So we're gonna see what happens on that end. All right.
I need to see this one come to fruition, President. I just don't see that one.
Well, we had a long, healthy debate dealing with the Falcons and everything Falcon related. But it's halftime. We made it to halftime on the Red and Red Sports Show. When we come back, we're going to do 5 for 5. And we also going to do our pro picks. Some interesting pro game this week is going to start to separate a few people. So we will see what happens. All right. Let me get the thing up. Oh, boy. Let's see here. There we go. Stay tuned. Find my music. Get my halftime music ready. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Come on back and check us out. We're going to show you and see what happens with the pro picks. Like I said, interesting game. Let's see here. We are back on the Red and Real Sports Show. Let's see. We had a comment. Jerome said this ain't a pick, but Colorado's Juju has a breakout game for the win over Arizona State. Got to support the freshman hometown. All right, we're gonna see how he does.
We don't have to because he ain't choose UGA. So shit, I thought he was gonna choose to stay home. Going all the way out there to Colorado. But Georgia got another commit coach, and that Jaden, what's the guy named Jaden Evans, I think. The dude that visited them last week. He gave him commitment. So we got Curtis and we got him. Boy. And Kirby talking about Gunner gonna start next week. Man.
Yeah.
I mean next year. I don't know, man. Curtis said he wanna play, but I guess we'll have to worry about that when we get to it.
Yeah, Gunner, the man with the name.
And he just turned himself into an elite player. I never thought he'd be an elite man. Gunner is balling. He is really balling. Because our defense ain't as best as it has been. But man, Gunner been winning games. I just put it like
that. Okay. All right. It's time for 5 for 5. We got 5 topics. Whenever HO gets back, we put him on. 5 topics, 5 different subjects. We're gonna let the.
All right. Well, I guess it's me and the Real Night Nation gonna have to talk about these topics then, and let's coach chime in.
No, I'm gonna keep my opinions will not be shared. HO will be back soon. So there he is. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. 5 for 5.
All right, yeah, I'm ready.
The music going. We'll pull it up. Like I said, 5 topics. You have a little time, limited time to talk about them. And Q to Lunis has already been said. Q to Lunis. So there we go. All right, HO, get ready. First topic. AJ Brown against Jalen Hurts. What's going on with these two?
I think Rev made a great point about the organization, about the leadership. Even though they're seemingly going at it, the expectations and the functionality of how they're going about winning is still the biggest thing. So if they can put this to the side and have something, if they can put this to the side and continue to have a winning structure, then I think all of this would be okay. Maybe this is a distraction for the outside world for them to be motivated to do what they need to do. But all in all, I think everything is working out. Everything is working out. I mean, what more can you ask for than two guys at odds in the town in Philadelphia? I mean, it fits the culture, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's no big deal. They'll be all right.
Red.
I agree with Hope. I agree with Real. It's just the nature of the time. They ain't happy unless they got something to cry and whine about. No matter if the team's winning, Phillies can be in first place. They crying about a move a manager made in one little game. Philadelphia 8-2. They crying about the quarterback and receiver can't get along. The Sixers to be the top of the Eastern Conference. They saying Embiid don't play enough. Like I say, just Philly just like crying and whining. That's what they do out there. But they want their team to win like anybody else. But personally, I think AJ Brown will be in another situation next season. It's been 2 seasons of this. I don't care what Phillies say about him not being a distraction. Dude, 2 seasons of a receiver whining every week for not getting the ball and your team is winning. Don't want the man a Super Bowl ring and he still come back crying like a little baby every week. I promise you, AJ Brown will be with another team next season. Now maybe you sit I don't know, but don't send them to the NFC. Send them to the AFC. Maybe you can send them to Patrick Mahomes or something. Send them to somewhere where, but you keep whining, AJ, and they're gonna send you to the team with no quarterback, and you really ain't gonna get the number. So I understand you're right, but just just be a little careful now, because you don't want them to be personal and take it personal and send you somewhere where you really not gonna win. If they like you, they'll send you to a team where you actually have a chance to win. But like I say, this is eventually gonna come to a head in the off season. I don't see AJ Brown being with the Eagles anymore after this year.
All right. Stay with you, Red. Virginia Tech got a new head coach. What do you think about James Franklin, head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies?
Whew. James Franklin is finally breathing a sigh of relief. He finally has a job where the vultures and the haters is not going to be circling around the waters looking for him to get fired after every uh, bad play, after every silly call, after every little thing that happened at Penn State. They wanted to question him. But Virginia Tech, yeah, they want to win too, but they more patient at Virginia Tech. They more patient up in Blackburn. You know, they're gonna give you some time. They had Frank Beamer was up there for years before he got Michael Vick. And was still coaching for years after Michael Vick. So trust me, man, they're gonna give you. You're gonna have time to build your program. If you build up a similar program like you did at Penn State, Virginia Tech will be a contending team soon. I think James Franklin is a good coach. He's just not a great coach to get over the hump. But at Virginia Tech, you don't need a great coach to win. You just need a good coach to know how to go out and get some good players. And maybe they, get lucky or two in the playoffs. But I think this is the best landing spot for a guy like James Franklin, because the pressure is off. He can just relax and coach these young kids up and teach these young boys how to become men. I'm pulling for you, James, but I still think you're a good guy.
HO.
Mute, H.O. Mute.
All right, there we go. This is the type of job he should have took before he went to Penn State, because this has no pressure and no black cloud. Penn State had a black cloud over it, even after Bill O'Brien was there, and he came in after him. But Virginia Tech is kind of right up his alley. This fits his personality and his coaching ability, where he can coach without having no pressure. And believe it or not, it's a lot of football talent up in the state in the area. So he will be able to coach and do well, especially in the ACC. So I'm proud of him. I'm glad he got another shot. I'm good. I'm glad for the brother. So I think he did well. Maybe he can use this to boost another Power 5 job in the future. But yeah, he did well.
All right. Next topic. HO. Lebanon is back. What do you think?
Yeah. For as long as he's been playing and doing his thing, yeah, I'm glad to see him back, because I think the NBA ratings will go back up now that LeBron is back up and back playing now, especially in LA. So yeah, I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that he's doing something big for the NBA. Looks pretty good. Looks decent. So I'm glad that he's back. He's doing it for the NBA. I'm pretty sure everything is good. So glad to see him back.
Red.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was wondering how he was gonna fit in with my boys after the hot start we had. But well, I ain't gonna lie, I was questioning a little bit. It was a little shaky early, but once he got his feet back once we got the rhythm back and our offense started flowing and we got in rhythm and we was able to understand what we've been doing on offense these last two games. Oh yeah, well, we started cooking in that second half and we went from down 10 points to up almost 20 points in a matter of minutes. So yeah, LeBron, I see you like your new toys. Like Christmas morning to LeBron. He woke up and thought, man, Luca and Austin and Aiden and Smart. Wow, hey, we got some. Now they're gonna have to figure out how to get past OKC. But other than that, man, that's the only obstacle I see in my Lakers way this season. Probably gonna have to make a trade or two. But I definitely see us being a contender in the West this year.
All right, let me see what the nation had to say. Uh, AJ gonna force a trade in the offseason. What Winston said. He understands his chance of getting another ring this year, but his numbers are gonna be the first thing that comes up in negotiation. Use me or trade me. All right. Uh, Big Z says, "What up, cuz? What up, cuz? What up, Big Z? What's happening today? What's happening?" All right. He also said Franklin, the best head coach Virginia Tech has had since Frank Beamer. Franklin will get them back, promise. That's Winston. And then he said, "Go James," enough said. And Big Z, the answer to your last question is yes, sir. I'm gonna try. So, next topic. Let me pull. Let me go here. Go to red. Um, it's over, Michael Penix. What happens next?
Well, that's a good question, man. You're gonna have it's gonna be another subject that the Falcon fans basically divided on again. Because you have some folks that are ready to just move on completely from let me stop. So you have a fans completely ready to move on from Penix. I got it right this time. And you're gonna have some of the fan base that's willing to wait and let him come back and see if he can actually get us back to contention again. Look, my opinion is if you don't have a quarterback, you have no chance to win in the NFL. And if your quarterback is injury prone, you still have no chance to win in the NFL. So the Falcons, I guess I'm leaning on the side of moving on. Let's just go get a quarterback because personally, we ignored the knee injuries and the knee issues because I felt we all were just so desperate, excited, and determined to replace Matt Ryan and to get us another franchise quarterback. He was there, available for us to get. We got him, but and then I think after we got him, everyone ignored the injury issues and concerns, even though we all knew about him. We all knew about him. We knew about him being out for the season in Indiana. We knew about his ACL issues, but it was that fact that we all were so keen on getting that next franchise quarterback. And the kid is talented. He has a big arm. He's talented, but unfortunately, his knee issues might be what derailed his career. I mean, he couldn't even make it through his first NFL season without being derailed again. Now, of course, you're gonna have fans. Some fans gonna come out and say, "Well, Red, boy, you can't lose your job with injury. Get a kid a chance. He might come back." At this point, Falcon fans, I ain't trying to invest on Mike. Okay, I need to invest on Kane. And right now, we need to get a quarterback that can play for us as soon as possible. I'm not saying Penix can't come back, but right now we just don't know. And like Real said, we need a quarterback sooner rather than later.
All right, HO.
Yeah, I'm as my boy Hancock would have said, this ain't gonna end well, and it has not ended well, and it's not going well. Raheem stepped up to the press conference when he got hired and said we were just one quarterback away. and you got two quarterbacks, and now neither one of them are at your hand. So at this particular point, with Penix being out for the season and Kirk not showing that he's a legitimate quarterback option right now, until management or leadership changes their philosophy or changes, period, I'm just go I'm just gonna sit and wait and just use Romans 8:28. Everything is working for the good.
All right.
Sound
That's
like
it.
ours gonna move to the emotionless fan group too, man. That sounds like something emotionless fan would say.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
but I feel you, man. It's like, man, what are they doing? It's like, oh, we was all pumped up and man, and how we get in the dead zone again, hard. We was just in the dead zone, what, 2 or 3 years ago, and now we back in the dead zone. No quarterback, no first round pick, no head coach, and lots of questions.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get to the last topic, I just saw some breaking news. I don't know if it's breaking, but it's kind of big. Chris
Regarding
Paul
what?
is Chris Paul is retiring after this season. He finally shutting it down.
We knew
You
that.
know, they said Chris Paul is done. He finally said, hey, that enough is enough, and he gonna shut it down for his career. A good career, no titles, but hey, he'll still be in the Hall of Fame. I'm assuming.
So
All
so
right.
so to your point, coach. Hold on before you move on. If he
Uh-huh.
if he's already announced his retirement, that means he is announcing it to catch on to a team that could be in the finals for this year, so he can go out a winner. That's what that's about. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah,
You
hey,
mean he
is
not
his
happy with the
prerogative.
Clippers?
Yeah, he with the Clips, but he ain't gonna win nothing with the Clips. I can tell him that right now. But we'll
Now,
see.
do y'all find it amazing that him and James Harden are back on the same team again?
It's hard to believe that them two are still together, still doing what they doing. All right. Uh, Ho, Shadua is quarterbacking this Sunday. Are you watching?
They're 1 o'clock game,
Oh,
4 o'clock.
yes, sir.
I watch the highlights unless unless we stink it up in Stinky Town, then I'll be watching. But listen, I hope everything goes well for the young man. He's been fighting against, and I'm pretty sure he's been reading Romans 8:28 as well, because now this is his chance and opportunity to do what he need to do to prove not to people but to himself that he is an NFL starting caliber quarterback. So my prayers and my hopes are that he has a great game today. I mean, what better way to have a great game than against a team that you can go and place a bet with. But yeah, I hope he does well, and I'm pretty sure Papa Sanders will be proud if he does well.
Red.
I am most certainly gonna watch his debut tomorrow. I mean, yeah, tomorrow. Uh, I know it's on the same time as Falcons, so I'm just going to have my laptop and my tablet up all at once. But I'm definitely gonna have Falcons on one channel and Shadua on another channel. So I got to see his debut. The fact of the matter is, we should have been seeing it. He should have already debuted now. You know what I'm saying? Stefanski deserves all the criticism for playing around with this kid, wasting time playing Dylan Gabriel, knowing he don't have the talent or the skills to take you nowhere. I'm not saying Shador does, but the fact is, we all believe he's a better quarterback than Dylan Gabriel. So that's who we should have been seeing. That's the guy that's going to give your team a chance to win, especially with your good defense and running game. You just wasting that. Hopefully, Shador can make something happen in these next 7 or 8 games. But we're gonna see. but I am definitely gonna be intrigued and interested in seeing Dion's kid perform.
All right, let's see what the nation said. Let's see what they're talking about. All right, I'm gonna go back to Michael Penix. Let's see. Winston Thornton said a stopgap quarterback will be brought in. Penix will start once he gets back, which should be the beginning of the season. We won't draft someone to unseat him if we go that route till 27.
We don't. I honestly don't know if we know when he'll be ready. I'm not gonna count on he gonna be ready at the start of the season. He'll be ready when he be ready. But the Falcons had better do their due diligence and realize you need a quarterback. Okay, don't. I wouldn't be worried about Penix anymore because you're not financially tied to him. What you need to do is worry about getting yourself a quarterback, whether he a stopgap or a continuing gap. The fact is, you need a quarterback going forward. Penix ain't available, and you don't know when he's gonna be available. So that's what the Falcons had better do. I wouldn't be counting on Penix availability no time soon. I'm not looking at no calendar and saying, "Oh well, he's gonna be available." By no, I don't know. You don't know realistically. You don't know when he's gonna be available. You didn't even know how healthy he was. You haven't done your due diligence on anything. That's why we need a new GM and the owner to butt out and stay out the way.
All right, let's see. Winston also said no first round pick. So how you gonna fix the quarterback situation? Enter into another hope upon a star big contract like Kurt with Penix still there, so that it'll be the same situation that may get Fontenot fired.
Fondo probably gonna be fired anyway. No, I don't want to give. We're not gonna get nobody a big contract. And obviously, like I say, stopgap. This is gonna be a 1 year deal, right? And nobody's getting no more than a 1 year deal coming in the next season. No quarterbacks anyway. But fact is, we still got to have a quarterback for next season. And I don't think Penny is gonna be available no time soon. I'm not counting on that.
Okay. Winston also said you let the season play out next year with Penix and his backup, and then after that, the season you make your decision on which route you're going to. All right, so
We'll
we
see
will see what
if
happens
if
with
if
Penix.
Penny come back. Yeah, like I say, got a lot of rivers to cross.
Joe Black said, um, not Joe Black. Winston asked a question: how are you not financially tied to a first round pick that's halfway through his second season?
We're going to the third season next year. And Falcons ain't gave him a bag. I don't care. The rookie contract ain't tying nobody to nobody. That ain't gonna kill the cap. But if you give Penny a big a $200 million deal or something along that line, and his knees are shot, that's gonna kill the Falcons. So no, we ain't financially tied to him yet, and I want to make sure that we never be financially tied to him. Penny, hopefully, I hope we're done with them if they smart, but we'll see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our 5 for 5 for today. We thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for joining us on 5 for 5. And the Lunix is about to fade away for the day. And they'll be back next week. That's 5 for 5. All right, now we're about to get into the NFL portion of the program. We're gonna do our picks. We got some very, very interesting games this week in pro football that we need to make sure we keep an eye on because a lot of the races have no races have really been determined. So these games are gonna tell a whole lot about what the season go. All right, let me get our NFL picks music. First of all, HLN has stood out for you this week. in NFL football?
I'm trying to see. Oh, the Texans. The Texans and they are steadily improving. Even without they starting quarterback, they're steadily improving. The defense is showing big time. So that stood out to me. Uh the other first round pick they got, Will Anderson, is wrecking havoc over there on the defensive side. So yeah, the Texans, they stood out to me big time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've been watching Will Anderson play at Dutchtown High School and saw him wreaking havoc there too. So this is nothing new to him. I was just waiting on the time he's been doing it. I was just waiting to see him put on a show like he did last night. So yeah, the Texans defense, which is the best in the league right now, is really doing something. So stay tuned. They still got a chance to quietly sneak up on everybody and get in the playoffs. Red, what stood out for you?
Uh, Surprise teams are still balling. They just won't go away. And both of them in towns that begin with C. You got Carolina Panthers. Who beat us last week. Beat the Packers the week before that. They just keep winning games that nobody thought they should win. Now they 6-5. Got a date with San Francisco on Monday Night Football, and they win that. They are dead in the playoff race. The Jaguars blew the Chargers out 35-6 last week. They won't go away. Thought they were gonna be done a while ago. And the Bears just keep winning. Man, even fourth quarter, Cardi called them the cardiac kids. They just keep winning games in the fourth quarter. They be down the whole game. Blink your eye, they right there on the drive to win the game. And you got the old Carol Santos with his non-dancing self lining up for a game-winning kick. So, like I say, but those teams right there, you just gotta keep your eye on because they look like they're gonna be around into the end. Uh, the Ravens, they still alive. The Packers still alive, even though they struggling. The Broncos, being on top of the AFC, wow, and they beat the Chiefs. I mean, it's a possibility that the AFC playoffs could be without the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Ravens this year. And if that happened, that would be, let's just say, that'd be one of the most unexpected things that we would definitely be talking about that. Because those three guys, they were running the AFC. Jackson, Josh, and Mahomes. And now to see they all three of them may miss the playoffs. Woo, like I say, like Coach said, we winding down. We get into crunch time. It's gonna be some very interesting games coming down to the last two months of the season. And all I gotta say is, fellas, what me and HO team won't be involved in none of the rumbling, but still, we all NFL and football fans, so buckle your seatbelt. We got a wild ride ahead.
Yeah, I see some more semi breaking news has come up. Adolis Garcia, two-time All-Star, AL MVP, and World Series champion, is a free agent.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
You see the Braves.
But the Texas
Yeah,
Rangers.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, word, Ray, but what was he play shortstop?
No, he DH or outfielder.
DHL. Hey, Ray, hop on that one unless you go. Well, let me see. No, I still hop on it. I let profile go. Bring in Garcia. Oh no. Well, they say they're gonna move Acuna to the DH, right?
I mean, who knows
Wow.
at this point?
Garcia is still somebody I look at.
Yeah, he got a
He
winning
ain't
attitude. He can help. He can help Acuna speak a little English.
Hey, now, his English all right now. There's some other cats that need, like Otani. How about Otani learn a little English? I mean, good Lord, man. Even Yao Ming learn how to speak English now. Otani, how long you been in baseball? I'm just saying, fellas. Come on, how many years we got to put up with these translators? I would feel like after a few years in the clubhouse, you should be able to pick up on some of the language now. Don't you hear? You sitting there for 162 games. You don't understand what they saying, Shohei, in that clubhouse. I know you know something, man. I know he
Home
understand
run.
what they say.
Home run. Home
Oh,
run.
yeah, that. A strikeout, man. You should know something, Shohei. I know you understand what them guys and sitting in LA Dodgers with much diversity in that town. I know you know, man. Hey, if the Hispanics can learn English, Shohei, I know you can learn. Go to Chinatown and Koreatown. Ain't that far from Georgia Stadium. And somebody help you out.
All right. Let's get to the picks, NFL picks. Like I said, we got some interesting games going on this week. Some people are gonna do some switching in the standings. Some people are gonna be further down in the abyss that they in now. But we about to see. Let me get to some pick 'em music.
Yeah, boy, they're gonna be a good. I don't know, man. I might need 3 TVs this week. I'm gonna put my phone up.
All right. At Rev Night Nation, you can do the picks along with us. Every 3 picks, we're gonna update. We're gonna see who you picked, and we're gonna give our picks as well. First game right off the bat. Red, Patriots versus the Bengals. And by the way, Joe Burrow will not be playing this week. He was thought to be playing, but he is not playing against the Patriots. Who you got, Patriots
Yeah,
or Bengals?
I heard they shut him down. They need to shut him down. This season is kaput for the Bengals. No sense in risking your quarterback going out there getting another unnecessary injury. Then he don't be ready for next season. And like I say, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because the Patriots are gonna win easily. You can't run the ball. Patriots run defense is top in the league. Even if you won, you weren't about to run on them. And Drake May has turned himself into a top 10, maybe higher quarterback in the NFL. Good move. The Patriots are back, y'all. Let me say this again. The Patriots are back. New England.
Hey, Joe.
New England all the way. Bengals been having defensive problems since last year, so I don't see them stopping nobody this week.
Yeah, I'm making unanimous and go with the Patriots. They on a roll. Drake May, they keep saying MVP. I don't think he's gonna win it, but he sure making a case for it, and we'll see what happens. All right. Oh Lord. HO Jets versus Ravens.
Ravens, they back on the train. Playoffs is
Yeah,
in their sight, so I'm going with the Ravens.
yeah. Poor Justin Fields, he can't catch a break. He won't give himself a break, but he's not playing it. That's right. Tyrod Taylor is quarterbacking for the Jets, so
Yep. Yeah.
it won't help. Justin is on the sideline. I'm gonna go with the Ravens as well. Red, who you got?
Yeah, coach, you right. Hold Justin Fields. He just can't break. Bears dumped him. The Steelers dumped him. And now the Jets don't dump him. Oh, Joe Burrow, you don't got dumped more than Elizabeth Taylor's old boy. uh, Oh man, I'm with HO. The Jets ain't got a chance in this. I mean, you picking between Tyrod and Justin Fields, and you got Lamar Jackson on the other side. So guess what? I'm happy that we got three black quarterbacks in this game, but one team there's 2 black quarterbacks ain't good enough to beat just the one on the other side. So Ravens all day long.
All right. Next game. Oh boy. Sea Chickens and the Titans. I think we don't even need to talk about this one, do we? You got any discussion?
No.
We know
Not
the
really.
Seahawks.
I just hope that the Seahawks defense put a good whooping on the Titans. I got them in my fantasy this week. And with the other
Yeah.
guy, with the other guy having Houston defense, can you imagine how well I need Seattle defense to play this week?
Yeah. Sam Donald have a bounce back game this week.
All right. Let's see who the nation has picked. They got some. They have picked some teams. Let's see. Let me go through them. Winston picking everybody. I don't know. Winston, you just rolling on. The Texans played the Bills and beat the Bills. He said he got Colts, Steelers, Broncos. You just talking rolling on.
No,
He slowed
I
down.
think those are playoff picks.
Oh, okay. That's playoffs. Okay. Well, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a decent playoff group. No Chiefs though. I guess we'll get back to that. Uh, he said the Patriots are gonna win. Uh, Big Z said the Patriots all day. Yeah, these are the layup games so far. Alexis Hill, good afternoon, Alexis. He said the Patriots. Then Winston said Ravens. Alexis says Ravens. Big Z, Ravens. Then Alexis said the Sea Chickens. And Winston said the Sea Chickens. All right. Next game. Let's see. This was an interesting one, but it's fading now. Vikings versus Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers on this one because the Vikings, McCarthy, that experiment. Justin Jefferson is not very happy right now, and if he leaves, Vikings, y'all don't have much of a chance for anything anyway. So I'm gonna go with the Packers. Red, who you got?
Man, both of these teams playing so inconsistently lately. I don't really know who's gonna win, but you go with the Packers because they have a better quarterback. But man, Jordan Love, instead of the Love doctor, it just been Love stinks over there lately, man. Because you ain't been playing that well yourself. And the defense, they ain't been playing. They've been playing okay, but they've been playing inconsistent as well. So we we'll see. But the Vikings, like I say, I wouldn't be shocked if the Vikings upset them because the Packers just been playing so inconsistent lately. But they in Green Bay, and like I said, you got a playoff spot on the line, Green Bay, and your coach job on the line too. Even though I'm sure Falcon fans would love for Green Bay to keep suffering so we can get LaFleur back over here. But the Packers, you need this game. You better win, or a Falcon fan might get it.
All right. Hey Joe, who you got?
I'm
Vikings,
taking
Packers.
I'm taking the Packers because I got Jordan Love as my fantasy quarterback.
All right.
That's why.
The Love Doctor is there. All right, next game. Yeah, these are not the best games. Giants versus Lions. Hey Joe, who you got? Giants or Lions?
Lions. Too many running backs, and the Giants don't have any.
Red.
This is another game that didn't need any thought, especially with the Lions losing last week. And they at home too. The Giants coming to Detroit, trying to get an old fashioned good butt whooping.
Yeah, I'm making unanimous. I'm gonna go with the Lions too. Jameis can't bring him out of the darkness. It's gonna get ugly. All
We'll have
right.
a few quotes for us though.
Yep. Jags versus Cardinals. Uh, I'm gonna give the Jags a little edge. I give the Jags because I don't know if Kyler Murray is playing, but then if he's not, Jacoby Brissett throwing it all over the yard. But I'm still gonna go with the Jaguars. Red, who you got? Jaguars, Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm with the Jags. Jacoby Myers gave the Jags offense a much needed spark, and their defense been playing solid all year. And they going to playing a Cardinals team that's pretty much got next year loading up for them. So they fading and Jags are rising. So I'm gonna take Jags. Now come on, Trevor Lawrence. Don't blow this game like you usually blow games. Y'all got the momentum right now. Don't blow the momentum.
All right, hey Joe.
I'm taking the Jazz. I'm gonna make it unanimous.
All right. See what the nation got going on. All right, let's see here. scroll back up a bit. Oh, Winston Thornton said, "Red, I play you this week in fantasy."
I'm not worried.
All right, Alexis. Alexis said Panthers. Packers. I'm sorry, Packers. Winston Packers. Winston said also the Lions. Alexis said Lions. And Alexis said the Jaguars. Okay. All right. Go to the next game. The game started to get more interesting now. HO, Browns and the Raiders. Who win?
Let's go, Shador.
All right.
First win of
Red.
his NFL career.
All right.
I second Hans coming. I'm on the Shador train until we ain't got no more track left. Unless they playing the Falcons. So other than that, we're Cleveland.
All right. Everybody going with Shador. I'm with Shador as well. Hope he does. Hope he has a great game. All right. Red, Eagles and Cowboys, more and more interesting games now that the offense for the Cowboys has gotten picked up. Who you got?
Right. And the offense for the Eagles has gotten picked up and dropped off a mountain somewhere. Uh, this is gonna be one of the interesting games of the week because they in Dallas. Dallas just feast on opponents in Dallas, including the Eagles, where they beat them, I think, of 2 or 3 straight times down there. So Dak plays well versus the Eagles in Texas. And man, the Eagles offense is floundering. And Dallas offense gets on the roll and it start, getting the rhythm like they did last week. And the Eagles still playing they little dink and dunk, uh, inconsistent games. Then this is gonna be a blowout real quick. But like I say, the Eagles got their defense. So the Eagles defense can rise up and make it tough for Dallas to score and keep Eagles around just long enough for Jalen Hurts to make that one play. Or like I say, Dallas defense cannot show up and let Eagles go ham. And AJ Brown happy, and then the Eagles just scoring in Dallas. So it's all type of scenarios and storylines that can come out of this game, coach. All I can say, I'm ready to watch. But for my pick, I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too for the upset because it seems like they found a rhythm with Pickens and Lamb and Dak have decided to wake up and say, "Hey, they're not gonna suspend them the first game, the first few minutes of the game again, hopefully." So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too. Hey Joe, who you got?
I'm going with the Cowboys. What better way to create more drama in the NFL than the Cowboys beating the Eagles right now today or tomorrow?
Okay. All right. Next game, Buccaneers and Rams. Uh, I know Baker Mayfield is hot, but I think Matthew Stafford is hotter. I'm gonna go with the Rams to beat the Buccaneers. Ho, who you got?
Rams all day.
Red.
Rams again. I'm not messing with the Buccaneers. I just wish my Falcons and play a little better to take advantage of the Buccaneers falling out. Now, Joe, guess what's going to happen? Carolina's going to win the South.
That'll
All
be
right.
terrible.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
you're right.
Carolina, Ho, who you got between Carolina and the 49ers?
I'm going with Matt Jones in the 49ers.
All right. Red.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm calling me no sellout, man. I'm going with the
No,
Panthers.
he good.
Yeah. Because really, you know me, I hate Kyle Shanahan. That's the biggest sellout of all right there. I ain't never seen for his foot. So, even though Panthers a division rival, Hey man, Max Allen got. He got. I mean, we would have thought after 2 years ago when David Tepper had this team looking like the worst team around. Now look at the Panthers. You see what happened when the owner butt out? David Tepper been butting out, and now look at the Panthers. Also, you forget following in Jerry's footsteps. Why don't you take a page out of Dave Tepper's book and butt out? Let the football people run this, make the decision. And you see what the Panthers doing right now. I know Dante just happy, happy, happy. Ain't you, Dante? I know you're happy. But I'm picking y'all to beat San Francisco to make you more happy. Come on, Rico Dowdle. I need them fantasy points.
All right, let's see what the nation got to say. Alexis Hill said Jags.
Shut up.
Winston Jags. He said Red. You worry about the Cleveland defense going off on the Raiders. Sorry, O-line. That's a smooth 20 points right there.
Okay, hey, I know Cleveland got defense. I like their defense.
Alexis said Browns. Winston said Browns. All right. Winston also said, let's see, Cowboys upset. Alexis Hill said Eagles. Alexis also said the Rams. Winston said Rams. The coach's corner. What's up, sir? Glad you could join us. He said Ram late as heck, but happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Yes, sir. Same to you.
What's going on with Texas today? Who y'all gonna play after that beatdown y'all took in Athens last week, Coach? I'm sure y'all got a cupcake this week. I'm talking about beat.
I'm sure he liked my hat.
Oh yeah, how you like H.O. hat, Coach?
No comment. We'll get back to that. I got a special message for that one. Alexis said 49ers. Winston said 49ers.
Get up, right.
Let's see. Now to the three interesting games that involve us. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. The coach corner said 49ers. And Red, you must forgot what he said. You must forgot what Coach Corner said last week. I don't care who we play, just lose so Sark can get out of here.
It's amazing how a year changes things. Coach I'm talking about Patrick Thomas, coach. Last year he was predicting 50 points that he was going to drop on my Bulldogs. Now they want Sark up out of there. But as long as he don't come to Atlanta.
Okay. The Coach Corner also said, H.O., he loved that hat and it's basketball time, so time for him to own the Billy Goats. Well, we won't discuss that right now.
It'll be a great discussion.
Hey, Coach, how about those Warriors, man? Y'all playing bad right now. And y'all beat us that first game. I wish we had played y'all the way y'all playing right now. We blew y'all out the doggone arena. Y'all out the NBA Cup. So it's either championship or bust this year, Coach. Y'all eliminated y'allself from NBA Cup. Y'all let Portland just run rings around y'all in y'all house. And y'all, everybody there, Steph, Draymond, Jimmy, y'all got a whole team there. Stop putting the blame on Jonathan Kuminga, man. He got back in the doghouse again because y'all don't know how to treat that young man. Coach, I'm ready for my Lakers to play y'all again, baby. I'm ready for the Lakers to play your Warriors again. I promise you, it will be a different story. All right, Coach.
All right. Next game. Revs Chiefs against the Colts. H.O., who you got?
Man, this is tough. I think the Chiefs will pull it out, though. They're at home. I think they'll pull it out. Free barbecue ribs for everybody.
All right. Red.
Them free barbecue ribs sound good, but unfortunately, uh, I think this is it for the Chiefs for this year, man. They don't had they've been walking on the edge for too long right now. Now Coach and Hart, I think they're gonna finally fall off the mountain because Coach Colts ain't playing around now, and the Chiefs, you play around with the Colts and Indiana Jones, he gonna light you up. And if he don't light you up, Jonathan Taylor gonna light you up. And y'all, like I say, the Colts, defensive wise and offensive wise, have not been playing their best. Chris Jones, you ain't been playing. This has not been one of your better seasons. And the Chiefs offense, it's just been so inconsistent. So you playing the best offense in the league right now. So if I put it like this, if KC defense don't come to play, it's gonna be a long night in the UHCA stadium. And I don't know how that barbecue gonna be smelling after the coach come to town. So I got the coach.
All right. I'm torn. I hope the Colts win because I don't want the Chiefs in because I'm scared of them being a low seed and coming up and sneaking up on everybody. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs and think they can pull it out. Travis Kelce hinting about retirement. I think he don't want to go out like a loser, so I think I'm gonna say the Chiefs gonna pull it out barely. All right, next game: Steelers and the Bears. Red, who you got? Steelers and the
Woo,
Bears.
man, coach. I
Bears at
got so
home.
many I got so many uh fantasy points on the line in this game. From Metcalf to Caleb to the kicker to your man. Oh man. I'm talking about y'all kickers, coach. Man. This game can go either way because both teams been playing. Both teams are capable of laying an egg, and both teams are capable of kicking butt. Uh, Aaron Rodgers dealing with that finger, man. I don't know how healthy he gonna be. And Mason Rudolph, man, I know even you gonna go crazy. You see Mason Rudolph in the game, coach. And that defense been inconsistent. But I still think y'all defense can show Caleb what's up. But if the offense ain't really, if Aaron Rodgers ain't putting points on the board and y'all let the Bears hang around, I think the Bears can get y'all in the end if Aaron Rodgers not playing that well. And that might be what happened, coach, because he ain't that healthy. I don't think the Bears gonna come in and blow y'all out. I don't think y'all gonna come in and blow them out. I think it's gonna be a close game, and the Bears do what they do every fourth quarter. And y'all haven't been having y'all best fourth quarter this season, and the Bears have. I got to go with the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears at home to pull out another fourth quarter of the Steelers. Coach, look like y'all gonna be. It's gonna be. Like I say, it's gonna be one wild ride to the end of the season. Y'all gonna be in pretty much. Y'all gonna have to win out to win the division, right?
Pretty much. Who you got, Ho?
I think I'm gonna take the Bears at home. With Aaron Rodgers not playing, it's gonna be tough. The running game has been kind of lacking in Pittsburgh this year. Chicago is on the uptick, so I think the Bears at home is the play.
Well, I think I'm going. I'm going to Steelers. I think we can force Caleb Williams to play hero ball and start doing hero things. That could lead to a couple of turnovers. Both these teams are advantageous teams. They take advantage of turnovers, and that's the game they look for. So whoever has the most turnovers gonna win, and I hope it's not the Steelers. We'll see. Aaron Rodgers, he's not gonna be in there long if he see like his hand is not gonna work out, and I don't think Mike Tomlin gonna risk him if he see it's not gonna work out. So I'm still gonna go to Steelers and beat him by 1 or 2 points. They'll pull out a nail bite. I know Chicago been winning them, but I hope the Steelers can sneak one. Uh, Last game, and this one, boy, I tell you, this is gonna be for the faint at heart. Falcons and the Saints. Who you got, Ho?
Unfortunately, I don't trust our offense. I don't trust the quarterback. Personally, I just hope this game get canceled. To be honest with
Nah, they gonna get canceled, man. You gotta pick one of these teams.
you. Yeah, well, I'm gonna stick with my reverse jinx. I'm going with the Saints at home.
Oh, I think
Okay. Red.
I'm not gonna do the reverse thing. I'm just gonna shift my boy to go for one last hurrah this season. I mean, it's the Saints. I mean, the least you can do right here is have them ready for the Saints now. If you can't do that, then you really just need to get fired right on the spot, man. Or Arthur Blank, they can walk back home to Atlanta. So you gotta punish Raheem to keep losing these games on the road. Like, man, you're not riding on the team plane home or you get your own ride back home. I mean, not fire you, but you got to walk back home. But man, but you right, H.O., man. Kirk Cousins, and then we missing our number one guy. But hey, man, we got B John. Ain't no way everybody keep telling me B John the best player in the league. So
Hey,
man, just
I rather
get a
I
right,
rather
B John.
I rather just see Bijan in the Wildcat and just go.
Yeah.
Be
So
simple.
look, they just throw Bijan, give Bijan the rock 30 times, Falcons, and we're gonna win by a field goal. 17-14 in New Orleans, coach. That's what I got my boys. Nothing impressive. Just get the win. I think the defense will hold the Saints for a while. I want Jalen Walker. I want my defensive guys, my rookies, to keep adding to their stacks. So I want some stacks from Jalen Walker, JPJ. Maybe they do that rookie two man tumble. He get the sack and fumble, or the other one get the sack and the fumble recovery. Something. Just give us something to cheer for down there. Maybe AJ Bates can get an interception, kick six, something. But Falcons win 17-14. Anyway, by any means possible, 17-14.
Yeah, get a little Bison in there, see what happens, see if he can run it around. All right. Coach Corner said the Colts. Winston Thornton said Colts. Alexis Hill said Chiefs by 3.
Lexus, will you shut up?
Winston Thornton said the Bears. The Bears gonna win. Let's see. Alexis Hill said the Bears as well. Coach's Corner says the Bears. He also said the Falcons better win the Trash Bowl. They absolutely better win this game. Alexis Hill said the Saints. And Winston Thornton said Falcons 17-16.
Oh, okay. Well, we on the same page, Winston. I said 17-14. You give it a Saints more points than I'm giving them. You don't believe in our defense? Come on, Winston.
All right. And that'll
Hey,
do
well,
it for the pick.
What you think the score gonna be?
Um, 24-20 Saints.
Give us by 4 points.
All right. We down to you have the right. Somebody has the right to do something this weekend. Red, what you got? Who has the right to do what?
Well, all right. Hawks, you blew it against the Pistons this week. You blew it against the Spurs. And now you got the sorry old Pelicans coming in where you got the right to at least beat them. Lord have mercy. That's the least you could do. But it ain't going to really do nothing because the Pelicans are the sorriest team in the league. You were supposed to beat the Pistons and the Spurs. So now we got to try again. Hopefully, we got a couple of good teams next week. You can test out this are we better with or without Trae Young theory. But beating the Pelicans tonight, that ain't gonna test the theory at all. Cause we better beat the Pelicans. I don't care. We had one playing Trey, Jalen, or somebody else. Pelicans are trash. So the Hawks, you got the right after tonight to keep winning, keep improving your defense. Because eventually Trey is gonna come back, and we need to have as many games in the East. We need to have a big lead in the East as possible because you know our defense gonna suffer, and we might lose a game or two with our defense suffering. So I want to have a big, substantial lead in the East when Trey returns, and with the schedule coming up, Hawks, it ain't no excuse for y'all not to be sitting pretty when Trey come back. I know Hold on looked at the upcoming schedule, so I know he's saying thinking the same thing I'm thinking. We had better be sitting pretty when Trey Young get back in about 3 weeks.
All right. H.O., who you got?
Atlanta Braves. I'm going with the Atlanta Braves this time. I'm going with the Atlanta Braves to have a productive offseason as they're entering into a new manager going into the season. You have the right to have an efficient offseason to boost the roster. You've already signed Iglesias, and you got a Golden Glove shortstop as you traded for. So let's continue this thing and try to get better players and let's get some pitching in here so we can get back to winning ways in Atlanta. So Atlanta Braves, you got the right to have an efficient and productive offseason.
All right.
Well, Coach said he didn't like us bringing Iglesias back, so one of your moves, Coach, had improved.
No, I ain't saying I didn't like bringing him back, but 16 million? Woo.
Well, if Liberty Media and rise the budget up some, maybe that 16 million won't hurt. I mean, we got to expand that budget. We may need to go up 300 million if we try to compete with the Dodgers and some of these other teams, man.
All right, the coach's corner said if Falcons don't win by 21, then Rob better walk on home.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Coach. Yeah, I wouldn't even let him ride back with the team.
And he also said young Kirko Chain's gonna make an appearance. Yeah, you ain't got no choice. You ain't got nobody else other than Easton Stick.
Now you kick him out there, Coach.
Yeah, I got some serious concerns. And he said, Curry, Steph, you got the right to get one. You got the right to get one step closer to the most 40-point games by someone over 35 and to do it faster than LeBron. Oh, Lord.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that because LeBron ain't scoring 40 points. I can promise you that. Not with Luka around.
Also, Texas, you had a right to ship Sark out on the next turkey running up out of Austin. You just want to get rid of Sarkanesian, get him out of there. And Winston said Falcons had a right to clean house mid-game if they want to.
If we get blown out by the Saints, you might as well. But if we get beat by the Saints, now I mean it's lad. That's even if we have sorry team, you supposed to beat the Saints. So
yeah,
Mr. Blank and Mr. Blank seeing this, is he must gonna hide or something?
Great value, Patrick Mahomes beat him. Let's see. All right, y'all. Let's see here. I think that's it for the show today. We thank you all for joining us. We thank H.O. For joining us from Bankhead. H.O., any comments?
Yeah, let's keep our head up. I would love to say have trust in our leadership, but we got to move past the leadership and have trust in the source.
Okay. And you can see H.O. every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 for the Sports Roundtable.
Yes,
Wednesday, 7 to 9, Sports Roundtable. And we'll be back next week, 10:30. Same cast of characters if possible. We don't know, but we always hope to find out. I mean, we got some closing comments. Okay. Winston said, Bron, you had a right to keep proving haters wrong and keep showing why you the GOAT. All right.
No, you just need to win a ring for my Lakers. That's all you need to do.
Coach Corn said, I don't care if we win only 2 games. Those 2 games better be against the Aints. All right?
I agree, Coach.
Yeah. He said, great show, fellas. Thank you, Winston. Watch the eye test. Winston with Winston and the crew. And then
I
you
test
all.
Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Your boy John, Winston, you got your boy Red on there, and all the other crew that fall through. Tonio and James and Blackberry and Travis. Waiting for Coach and HO to stay up late one night and drop in. But whenever you're ready, fellas, I'm sure the eye test will be ready. So thank you again, Winston. And also, Coach's Corner Show, 8 p.m. Wednesday. Everybody got a show on Wednesday. Wednesday, the hot day, but Wednesdays is 8 to listen to HO, move over to Coach, and then head on to Winston and the eye test, Winston and Jim's eye test Wednesday night.
R.I.P. to Rodney Rogers. And the Coach's Corner said, blessings from D.C. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. I know we won't see you all until next Saturday. Episode 400 next Saturday. And we won't see y'all before then. But I want to tell everybody happy Thanksgiving. For your family, eat good food, enjoy yourself, and take care of yourselves. And we hope to see you all Saturday with that turkey and dressing stuff in you. When you still come on and watch us, we will be here. Y'all take care of yourselves. See y'all Saturday,
All right.
10:30.
We out.